Aloha friends, and welcome back to Aloha Jenn's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. I wasn't so sure if I was going to put this video up because I am a little rusty. I've taken the last, week and a half off from filming. I was under the weather, and then just the energy of the world right now has been really weighing heavy on my shoulders. And I don't want to talk about any of that here in this video. I want to take you away from that. But it's been very, very heavy energy this last week, and it's been hard for me to come here and film videos for you guys. So today we have a microcurrent video. Yes, microcurrent. It's been so long since I've done a microcurrent treatment. And today we are going to be using the Neurotris and Mann Special Edition Lift Unit. They may release this again for Black Friday, so I wanted to film a video with this today. Plus, this is what I needed for my skin because I have been neglecting my skin with microcurrent and fascia release. And this was just exactly the perfect treatment that I needed today. So I filmed a whole treatment with this today using only one Mann lift. And this is my skin. Of course, I have makeup on. You can't really tell. But I am so happy that I used this unit today. I love all my Neurotris devices. Each of them are special and unique in their own way, and you can't go wrong with any of them. So you're going to go into that, and then I'm also demonstrating a daytime skincare routine that I have been playing around with some new products, and I'm not so sure if this routine is going to stick or not, but I just wanted to be transparent and show you what I have been doing behind the scenes. And then I also am wearing the horse palette today. I used it as a full face again today. Now, this is sold out on Sephora online, but if you check your local Sephora, there's a good chance that they might have this in stock. This is my absolute favorite hourglass palette that I have in my collection. Ever since this arrived, I have not been able to put it down. I did use the Swan palette one day, but I did not like it as much as I love this one. This one was created for my skin. Now, since I have been using this so much, I mean, I even used it today when I had more time to get ready, and I could have done, another makeup look using my eyeshadows and, other blushes and stuff, but I just could not get away from this palette. I just think it's so gorgeous. So this palette is absolutely gorgeous. If you can get it, if you're my shade twin, I would definitely recommend this one out of all of them that they have out right now. And it's really a bummer that online it's sold out. So like I said, go online and check and see if you have a Sephora in your area and if they have it in stock. Now, I love this so much that I did order a second one as a backup. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I did. I ordered it for pickup after I filmed this video because after applying my makeup with this and using it for the last week and a half, I just love this so much. I love the colors on my skin. I'm just so in love with this palette. So I just wanted to update you in case you're interested in it. That one is my favorite. And I know that they're all existing shades, but oh my gosh, this is perfect if you're light, medium skin tone to medium olive skin tone. It is stunning, stunning, stunning. Favorite hourglass palette they've ever created. And I'm going to have a backup. So I know I'm so crazy when it comes to things like that. If I find something that I love, especially with makeup and it's limited edition, I will buy a backup of it. That's how nuts I am. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just take into consideration, I am a little bit rusty with my microcurrent, but I hope you enjoy this treatment and pick up your device and follow along. That's how I filmed it, and that's why this is a long video. Now, I'm thinking about starting a fall glow up series, so let me know down below if you are interested in that. I'm thinking about, getting that out this week. I do have some time off this week since we're slow at work. So let me know down below in the comments if you'd like to see a fall glow up series. Also, it's slipping my mind of what I was going to say. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like. Comment down below for the Fall Glow Up series. Leave me an emoji of your choice. Subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have you a part of our community here. We have a great community here. I love everyone that's here. And all of this is for free, guys, and it really helps my channel. So I am sending you all so much love and light. Don't forget to smile, and don't forget to be kind to people, because you never know what they're going through, especially with the way the world is today. The most important thing that you can do to touch someone's heart is to be kind to them. I'm sending you love and so many blessings, and I will see you in the next one. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to this microcurrent treatment. So today we are going to do a treatment using the special edition by Neurotris and Mann lift unit. This unit is a limited edition unit. It seems like for the last 2 years they've released it right around the end of October, early November to Black Friday as their special holiday unit. So this one has a program 1 on it. They call it P1, which is 60 minutes, and it's all about working in your fascia and your connective tissue. Then you have program 2, which is lift and tone. Now program P1 is created by Mann, and program P2, lift and tone, is Neurotris's lift and tone that is in the Pico toner. So we're gonna do a treatment with this today. Here is my skin. I did 25 minutes of rebounding. I was a hot, sweaty mess. And then I jumped on my vibration plate for about 10 minutes just to do some additional detoxing. But my skin is a little bit red from that. And then also I did just finish up doing the Oxygen Deep Pore Mask from Glymed to clean out my pores. I haven't used this in a couple of weeks, and so I really, really needed it. I do need to go in and do some extractions, like right in through here and right in through here and on my nose, but I'll have to save that for another time. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna prep my skin. It's been a little bit since I removed that mask. And I'm just gonna go in with the Avene thermal spring water, just as a light mist, just to refresh and dampen my skin, because we're gonna treat this as a treatment, because we all know how microcurrent, penetrates skincare into the skin a little bit deeper. I have my Victoria Deanne Pepties. I have Lift and Tone, and we're gonna use Pepti Repair today. So I'm going to layer these, which I still use these as treatments, and mine are in the old packaging. So I'm gonna take a drop of Lift, and I always go in with Lift first. And I'm going to apply these section by section, and I'm going to apply all 3 around my eyes. And we're going to use microcurrent to penetrate these into the skin. Now, the reason why I'm choosing this special edition Neurotris unit is because I am in desperate need to work in my fascia. And I have neglected my fascia everywhere, all over my body. And that's something I'm going to get back into now that I'm feeling so much better than what I was before. I feel like I'm finally regaining my energy and feel like myself, except for this week it's been a little bit tough. That's why I haven't been on here, because I'm getting ready to start my monthly friend, so I've been extremely tired this week. And it's been kind of a little bit stressful at work too, because we're slow right now, and what's been happening is, since it's slow, my hours have been getting cut. So it looks like this Monday I'll be working a half day, and then I'm going to be off on Tuesday. So I'm kind of a little bit stressed about that, because, I count on getting those 40 hours a week, or 40 plus hours in my case. But with me having to take a day off, I mean, it's good, but it's good for me, but not good for my bank account. So remember, we like to let these penetrate into the skin for 1 to 2 minutes. And if you've just freshly exfoliated your skin, you can lean towards the 1 minute mark. Next, I'm going to go in with Pepti Tone. I'm thinking about incorporating the Peptis back into my routine. I definitely would like to incorporate at least Lift and Tone back into my routine, because what I've been noticing is I noticed that my head is starting to get a little scrunchy, and that's because I haven't been working my fascia, but these peptides really help with keeping my skin looking really firm and toned and helping with the wrinkles too. So I do miss these because I do notice a difference. These are the most powerful peptides I've ever used. And what I notice about the Victoria Dion peptides is they do continue to work. And for someone like me who really pays attention to that, and I am a skin professional, I really see the difference in these. Like right now I'm using the One Skin Body, and I've been using it for a month now, and I'm not seeing any more difference in my body skin. And that's the thing, that with a lot of these peptides that are synthetic and they're not bioavailable, is that they stop working after 3 weeks because your skin doesn't recognize them and it doesn't know what to do with them. And sometimes it creates inflammation, or just altogether it stops working. And that's what I'm seeing with the One Skin. Now, I did start incorporating the One Skin topical supplement on my face skin. I'm not so sure if I like it. Sometimes I get irritated from it. And then also the thing with the One Skin is that once you stop using those, your skin will go back to the way it was before, and it's very, very expensive. I haven't noticed much of a difference. Well, I've noticed a difference in like how the overall tone and my skin looks without using the Victoria Dion peptides, but for all the work that I used them for like 2 years in a row, my skin still looks good. It doesn't look completely deflated or completely laxed or anything like that, like what other peptides can make your skin look like after you stop using them, like One Skin. So that was tone. Now we're gonna go in with repair. Repair, this is almost a full bottle. I put this off to the side. Now Victoria Dion does have new packaging, by the way. And I'll probably have to place an order soon with them to get the new peptides, the new lift and the tone, and probably pad too, I think. I would like to incorporate pad. We'll see. It's just a lot to incorporate into your skincare routine if you don't have a lot of time. And it's like the multiple peptides, and then also the having to wait 1 to 2 minutes in between each application. If you're short on time or you're tired, it just takes up too much time. But if you have the time and you don't mind, they're totally worth it and totally worth the splurge. So we're just gonna put this all over. My skin is reactive to touch, so it's gonna look a little bit pinker in some areas from me working these into my skin. Now I'm just going to let this set. Now with Pepti Repair, it is one of the thicker, the peptides, and it does have a tendency to make the skin feel sticky after you apply it. But since we're putting on conductive gel, it doesn't matter. All right, so with this treatment today, I am only using one of the Mann lift probes. We're gonna use this attachment. This is my attachment of choice for microcurrent. I just love the lift so much. And we're gonna first go into that P1 program and work in the fascia all over. And then we're gonna go into that P2 program and do lift and tone, and we're gonna do holds. Holds are my favorite. And if you spend a lot of time in that P1, like a good 5 to 10 minutes, getting your tissues, hydrated, getting that microcirculation, and working through some of those adhesions, spending that time before you go into your lift and tone, you're going to get a better lift and tone of the face, so you don't have to, put in as much work. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. All right, so I still have my Zip gels, so I'm gonna go use the Zip Crystal Gel. And this is the one that has the organic ingredients. It's the cleanest out of the gels. But this one is focused on brightening the skin. There's glutathione in here, veronica flower, and some other ingredient that's supposed to help with pigment and brightening the skin, evening out the tone. So I'm going to put a nice good layer of this everywhere because we're going to work on my chest. That's one of the things that I love about the Neurotris microcurrent devices is they are clear to work on the chest and all over the neck, even the center of the neck. So I feel comfortable doing that with my skin, but if you don't, then don't do it. I've used them over the center of my neck and on my chest for years. So, and they work really, really well. It's been so long since I performed microcurrent that hopefully I remember how to do it. So we have that zip crystal gel on, and I'm keeping my Avene thermal spring water here handy right next to me to spray when, in case the gel needs a little bit more oomph. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I forgot to take some more electrolytes after my workout. Okay, I got an itch. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my unit on. And remember, my intensity is gonna be different from your intensity. So I'm gonna start out at 25% on this and see how it goes. Now, you're going to feel this probably tingle, and when you have an adhesion, it will hone in on that adhesion and you'll really, really feel it. In certain areas where I know that I have a lot of adhesions, I'm going to hold the lift over it in that area for about 30 seconds to kind of get that current flooding in there and loosening up that adhesion. Now, to really go in there and get rid of my adhesions, I need to go in there and do some block therapy, which I plan on getting back into this week. And I was thinking about starting a fall glow up series. Let me know if that's something you guys want to do, because I really need to focus on, my overall health, but also, I have to lose some weight because of going through perimenopause. I have put on some weight, and I've been trying to lose it, but I really haven't had the energy to get in and do full-on workouts. And for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, for last month, I've been really good about doing my workouts. I will say, like this week, I did have a lapse. Like one day I didn't work out, and I've been kind of not really pushing myself except for the last 2 days because it's getting ready to be that time of the month for me. So I was really, really tired. And then like last night and a couple nights this week, I haven't had really good sleep. So I'm just going to spend a little bit more time here in my chest working this. And I go in a couple of different directions. As you notice, first I took the Omna lift probe and I was vertical, and I was going back and forth just like this on this side. And then I go in the center of my chest and between here, and then come over here and do the same thing over here. Oh, feels good. I have really strong adhesions underneath my collarbones and right here in my shoulders. Oh, my posture has been terrible. And then I like to turn it horizontal and then go up and down. Kind of use it like how you do the Omna. Now, if you really want to get in there and really loosen up some of these adhesions, you'd want to use your gloves. And if you don't have this unit and you have the Pico toner or you have the Mann Professional Lift Microcurrent treatment, you can put that on program P1 for Mann Professional Unit and program P2 for the Pico toner and do the same thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is right over here where my collarbones are, I'm just going to hover this over there. And yes, definitely feel the adhesions in there. It's honing in on that, especially right here. So I'm just going to hold it for a little bit. Oh, I hope I get a really good lift today. I don't know if I will because my fascia is just not doing good. Okay, you can take it and move it out like this over the collarbone, or you can take your thumbs and go like this. Now I'm gonna do the same thing over here. You can even stretch while you're doing this, stretch your neck. And I'm just gonna hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, and then scoop it out. Now we're gonna come up to the neck. And with the neck, I'm just gonna go up and down like this. This feels so good. My neck has been killing me lately. I'm just gonna come over here in the center of my neck. Where I'm really tense is like right in through here. It's like my whole sternomasculoid, and then right here. And this right here, I notice on my neck, I have the gelling and I can see it going into here, which means I have so many adhesions in this area that I really need to release all these adhesions everywhere to make an improvement of my overall jawline, neck, and also jowling. And then since I have gained weight, well, I've actually lost 5 pounds since the last time I saw you guys. But the thing is with the weight that I've gained, you know, it makes my turkey neck look worse. I mean, that's always been hereditary on me of having a gobble gobble, but it looks worse with the weight gain. And so when I start to lose more weight, you'll notice that this will go away more and my face will get thinner. Hopefully it won't be saggy, but if I keep up with my skincare and my microcurrent and my other treatments, I'm sure I can combat that. I've noticed that my skin does look, you know, a little bit firmer and tighter. And I think it's from those Numbuzin products, not the One Skin, because I just started incorporating that a couple weeks ago. But I think I may stop using that because I don't like the way it makes my skin feel. And also, I don't want to get hooked on that product and then not be able to afford it because it's very expensive. If you don't get it on a subscription, it's $120. So I do like to spend a good amount of time on my neck because it's been so neglected. And also, it's the sorest spot on my body right now. All this tension. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here and I'm just going to work my jawline. And we're going to stick to one side of the face and then we'll work on the other side. I think I'm going to turn this up. So I'm going to press my power button, turn up the intensity to 30%. And remember, my intensity is going to be different than your intensity. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of come up here and turn this horizontal and then just work this cheek. It'd be ideal to spend about 1.5 minutes on this whole cheek area. We're getting that microcirculation, helping to release tension in the face. And then you can turn it like this, and you can go like this. And if your face is small, then you can turn it vertical and then just go up and down like this. I like to make sure I get in front of my ear right here. That's an area that gets a lot of chaos. And then right here in this area is a lot of chaos too. Go up and down. Next, I want to work my cheek. Oh, my cheeks are so sore. When you work in your fascia, especially like with doing block therapy and doing or using the spine of the J-hand Amma and doing those holds, you really can notice when you have fascia adhesions more. And I just haven't had the time to or the energy to work through them. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here. And whatever probes fit on and above and under my eye, I'm just going to work this whole eye area. As you can see, I have them all over and I'm keeping my eye closed. This feels so good above my brow. And I often like to take the thumbs and come over here and work this side of the eye too. The crow's feet area and in the temple area right here. I'll do that too. Oof, right here. It's so tense. Okay, and then I like to sandwich the last row of fingers on the bottom and one row of fingers on top, and I place it above and below my eyebrow and swing back and forth like this. So much tension in here. And then come up on my forehead and then go side to side like this. I really feel so many adhesions in here. I feel like I can just need to hold right here. Wow. This is going to be really red on my forehead. I can see it right now. Oof, right there. Oh, I really need to get in there and work. Okay, and then come over here. Let's work this side now. Get in there on that jawline. I'm going to take it up like this. Work this way. I bet you my skin's gonna really glow after this. And then what I'm gonna do after I'm done with this treatment is I'm gonna let this zip gel stay on my face for a little bit, because since these have skincare ingredients in them, you can leave them on after your microcurrent treatment as sort of a little bit of a mask too. Okay, now gonna work the whole entire eye area. Oh, man, I can just sit here and do this all day. It feels so good. Wow, I've been missing out. just life has just become so chaotic for me that I just really haven't had the time to do any of this. And it's really been terrible because, you know, as you've been following me for a while here, you know how much I love doing microcurrent, and especially with you guys. But it has just been so tough with my schedule. So tough. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I got a little bit of a lift just from doing that on my eyebrow. See, this is where we're putting in the work, is just working in the skin. And just remember, microcurrent isn't about doing fancy movements. Those are more for content and views and Instagram, TikTok, even shorts here on YouTube, or even just videos in general, just so people can get their views. But the real magic is spending the time and working this current into your skin the right way, and not just focusing on lifting and toning, but using this tool as an overall skincare treatment, working in the skin, stimulating collagen and elastin, creating microcirculation, and hydrating those tissues for a better lift. So I'm just going to take it here in between my brows, work this area. Then sometimes what I like to do is take the thumbs and work here along my hairline. You get a lot of adhesions in this area. Yeah, I have so many. Okay, next what I want to do is take the thumbs and work on my lips, my top lip. I have so much tension in my top lip here. Yeah, it feels really ropey in there. And I can feel it too, especially right here in this area, like my bottom lip. And right here, my depressors. And I noticed that my lips are looking a little bit downturned lately because I have so much tension in here. And sometimes I will take my fingers and then just work in this area manually to release some of those adhesions in that area, and it helps. But it's only effective if you take the whole body approach, not just focusing in on just the areas on your face. Okay, I'm just gonna come up over here, my jawline again, using the thumbs and the first row of fingers. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. Now let's do our lifting program. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to P2. And I am gonna take it to about 30%. And remember, it doesn't matter if negative's over positive. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place what I like to do is I like to go up like this and then just hold. And we're gonna hold this for 90 seconds. Okay, so 1.5 minutes. Now, if you have 2 of the Alma lifts, you can do this really, really fast, but it's gonna take a little bit longer. Now, for me, if I wasn't filming this video, I would be using 2, which I will probably do here in another video, just so you guys can see it both ways and see how much faster your treatment goes, especially if you like to do the holds. Okay, and we're really gonna focus on lifting and plumping this muscle. I can already see a big difference in my skin. Okay, we're almost at 1 minute. Okay, we're at 1 minute, and I'm gonna take a sip of water. I should do it to the side so it doesn't give me lip wrinkles. Although I'm not getting lip wrinkles like you would think I would because I always use a straw. But I am noticing some little fine lines around here. Okay, a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna move above to that buccinator position. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna come over here to that buccinator position. And after we're done with these holds, I'm probably gonna go in and do a little bit of extra lifting in the mid face. That's just if you guys want more lifting, which I am going to need because it's been so long since I've done microcurrent. I don't even know what my skin looks like lifted anymore. Okay, we're almost at 1 minute. And for me, I don't feel this current in my skin. I mean, if you want to feel it, you definitely can. I mean, we could turn it up, so I'll turn it up by 5. But you don't have to feel microcurrent to know that it's working. And you don't want it to, be too strong, because if the current is too strong for you, it can cause damage in the skin, like, mess with your facial fat and also cause broken capillaries and spider veins in your skin. Okay. Oops, we went over. So now what I'm going to do is I'd like to come up like this, and we're going to hold over here in the cheek for 1.5 minutes. So sometimes you may feel a tingling tingling sensation. Sometimes you'll feel a flutter in the skin, but if you see like a little bit of a twitch, that's fine. But if the muscle is jerking, that is not good. That's a muscle twitch. If you see a little twitching in the skin, that means that you're over a nerve. But if you see the muscle actually jumping, that's a muscle twitch. And that's something that you don't want with microcurrent, because that means that the current is definitely too strong and you're depleting that ATP. So okay, we're almost at 1 minute. Okay, we're at 1 minute. Now we have 30 seconds. And then we're going to move up to the eyes. Or the eye, sorry. Actually, we're going to do this side and then we'll do the eyes last. Okay. So now let's do this side. And we're going to hold it for 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. It gets so quiet. So yeah, I would love to lose like 50 pounds by February. I'm not for sure if that's going to happen, but I want to do it, healthy, of course. not lose it super fast because that's not good for my body. But yeah, my goal is to lose 50 pounds by February because that's when my husband and I are celebrating our 18th wedding anniversary. So 5 seconds and we'll move up to the next position. And here we go. And I'm gonna see if I can do it. Now, goal is to lose hopefully 30 pounds by winter. We will see, because I would love to be able to wear jeans instead of leggings. So I'm going to work really hard on my diet and my fitness, and hopefully I can sustain it and finally lose some of this weight that I haven't been able to lose, that I've packed on from my hormones. I have just so much tension in my face that I just got a little bit of lift there. Probably need to use a stronger intensity, but it's been so long since I've done microcurrent that I just wanted to start low and then go from here. Okay, we're at 1 minute, so we have 30 seconds left. And then we're gonna move up to the cheekbone, and then we'll start the eyes. And then I'm going to, we'll do a little movement on the forehead here. So let me move this back. I have my Apres Bond Repair in my hair. I got my hair highlighted this week, finally, after 6 months. I got it highlighted. Okay, so now we're gonna move up to my cheekbone. So I washed it today. I got it highlighted on Tuesday. And so I'm gonna wash it today. And then I wanted to do my bond treatment. I like to do my bond treatments like for the first 3 washes after I get my hair highlighted. Okay. I just noticed I was putting too much pressure on here. And I keep slouching, so always remember when you're doing your microcurrent treatments to sit up straight. You want to have good posture. And try to breathe in and out through your nose if you can. But, you know, when I'm filming these treatments, it's hard for me to focus on that. Okay, so, oops, wait, I miscalculated. I have 30 more seconds on this. Let's see. Okay. By the time we move to the eyes, it's going to be on that signal 2, which is going to be good for lifting. We'll have 10 minutes of that. And then it goes first 10 minutes of signal 1, and then the second 10 minutes is signal 2, and then it goes back to signal 1 for the last 10 minutes of P2, which is 30 minutes long. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just going to take the first 4 probes and we're gonna hold it here. I'm going to do 1 minute, and then I'm gonna tilt it back to get the back of this area, the back side. Actually, I like to do 30 seconds. So we're gonna do 30 seconds here on this side. And then I'm gonna tilt it back and do 30 seconds here. And then we'll do the other eye. I'm gonna have to change the battery in this unit soon. I'm left to 1 bar. Okay, switch sides. Same thing, 30 seconds. I can feel the current on this eye versus this eye, which is strange because normally on the side of your heart, you feel that current more versus the side that your heart is not on. Am I making sense? Okay, now we're going to tilt back here for the second 30 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to do one row of fingers here and one back in our hair right now for 30 seconds. Hold each spot we're going to do here on the side, and I'm kind of lifting as I'm doing this. Okay, now move here. And then we'll do this last side. Okay, here. And again, like I'm kind of lifting as I'm holding this. And then we're going to do some additional lifting around the face just to make everything pop a little bit more. You don't have to do this next step that we're going to do if you don't want to. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to take the thumbs. I'm just going to trace along my jawline. Okay, and I'm going to take the thumbs and the first row of fingers and just hold here for a few seconds. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this up. Go right here in the nasal labial fold, hold for a few seconds. Come over my cheekbone. Come up over here where my eye is. Lift. Put a row of fingers on my forehead and then lift my eye right here. We're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Okay, and then come to the front of the brow, in the middle of the brow. Lift the brow and place the first row of fingers here on the forehead for about 10 seconds. Okay, now we're going to do this again. Okay, lift and hold for 10 seconds. Okay, now move to the front of the brow, mid of the brow, lift and hold for 10 seconds. Okay, one more time. Lift and hold the brow. Didn't get a good grip on that one. Okay, we'll start our 10 seconds now. Okay, front of the brow, Bit of the brow with the thumbs and the fingers. Lift and hold. Okay, now let's go over to this side. I'll just do our jawline. Okay, I'm gonna hold here for 10 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna come up over here, lift and hold for a few seconds. Trace the cheek. And then come up over to the eye, then lift and hold. And I'm putting my elbow down because I'm getting tired. I gotta tell you, my brows, they need some major work for fascia. They feel so dense and heavy. Okay. Oops, lift and hold. 10 seconds. Okay, lift and hold for 10 seconds. Okay, last one for this side. Okay, front of the brow. Okay, now what I'm just gonna do is I'm just going to kind of flush out everything or swoosh it. Oops. Whoopsie. Sometimes that happens. Okay, here we go. And that is our treatment. That was a longer treatment than I expected. All right, so I'm just gonna let all this set on my skin for a little bit, and then I am going to come back and remove this gel, and then we'll take a look at my skin and I will finish off this video. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Here is my freshly cleansed skin. I just got out of the shower. So looking at my skin straight away, I do look more lifted right in through here. Like looks tighter and firmer in here. My jawline does look a little bit more defined. I definitely have a lift in my eyes, and my skin texture looks so good. So I don't have any skincare on yet, but I'm going to apply my skincare right now, and maybe I'll just do it with you guys. So during the day, what I have been doing is I've been going in with this Anua 77 Plus. This is the Heart Leaf Hyaluron soothing toner. And I love this. This, if you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, rosacea, this is so soothing. And I put this one on first and I put it on all over. And this is so, so good. I just really, really love this. So this is nice and hydrating, but the key point with this is how soothing it is. How soothing. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to press this into my skin. So this is what I've been playing around with my skincare these last few weeks. Well, actually, this has been going on for pretty much a month. The only thing that I added in for the last couple weeks was the One Skin face topical supplement. And I took out the Calcium multi-action cream for during the day and replaced it with that. And then I'm just using the multi-action cream at night right now with my Photozyme. So, all right, so that's the Heartleaf 77 toner. So good. I love this heart leaf that they put in their products. It's so calming and soothing in the skin. It's in their oil cleanser too. So next I'm going in with this, I think it's Nio. So this is a Bifida Biome Ampule Toner. So this has probiotics in it, 5 weights of hyaluronic acid. And there is also polyhydroxy acids in here, which is a very gentle exfoliant. Sometimes I do use this at night too. It just depends. If I'm going to perform my red LED light therapy, I skip this. But if I'm not, then I go in with this. At night, I do not use this one. I only use this during the day, and then I go in with this one next. This is such a great toner too. And you can either use that one during the day, use this one at night, or you can use this both morning and night. And I'm just going to apply this over the top of this. And this is so nice for your skin. So both of these toners are going to help with calming redness in the skin, hydration, improving texture in the skin. And of course, if you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, these are going to help heal your skin. And they are so lovely. I've been loving them both. And this one is really good to use at night all over the skin. You can put it on a cotton round, and then you can get a nice gentle exfoliation with the polyhydroxy acids in them. It's not a lot, it's not strong. You're not going to really notice a lot of exfoliation with it, and you don't even get any stinging, burning, or redness with these. They're just so soothing and calming and just plump up your skin so nicely. And these don't have any oils in them, so they don't leave a sort of film on the skin. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Calcium Eye Contour Lifting Cream. And this is my 3rd bottle now. I finished my 2nd bottle last week. So, and then after I finish this, we'll decide if I want to continue on with this or if I want to move on and try something else. But I have to tell you, I do really like this eye cream a lot. It does help with, firming around the eyes and smoothing out the fine lines and wrinkles and the texture around the eyes too. And I do put this on my lids too, and it has really helped smooth out the texture on my lids. And instead of using another eye cream on top of it for when my skin feels, or my skin feels like it needs more moisture, I've been taking the Numbuzin number 9 and the Prequil half and half around my eyes. And it works to fill that gap in, so I don't have to buy another eye cream. So what I've been doing is with the One Skin, I take 6 pumps And the pump on this does not work very well, by the way. So this is refillable, but I barely get any product out of it. So I take about that much because I put this all over my face, my neck, and my chest. And then I take 4 drops of the Circadia Counter AGE serum, and I mix it in here and create a little cocktail. So I am doing a couple of steps at once. So I am putting this on as my first serum. And from what I gathered from a couple of you is if you wanted to still use your growth factor or your Victoria Diane Peptides, the best way to place this in your routine is to apply your Victoria Diane Peptides, then your calcium matte cream, and then you apply this. And then I'm just going to take the rest of it and put it all over my chest and work it on my neck. So I have been using this for about 3 weeks now, and I haven't noticed any difference in my skin with this. So, or I'm sorry, I've been using it for 2 weeks. Did I say 3 weeks? 2 weeks. So after I get this on, I'll just press it into my skin all over. And this makes adding the Counter AGE serum makes this feel more like a, sort of like an emulsion. And I don't notice that it changes this. And what it does is it makes this product less stingy on my face. Like right now I am getting a sting from this, just so you guys know. That's the thing with this. So I don't know if this is going to stay in my routine, but we will see what happens with that stinginess on my skin. So now that that's on, I'm going to go in with the Wise Morning Cocktail Vitamin C. I have been loving this vitamin C. It is so good. So I'm going to take 4 pumps. There we go. Nice light emulsion. So this has 3 types of vitamin C in it. You have THD, magnesium absorbable phosphate, and ascorbic acid. And then I just put this all over. I just got some right here in my nose. Oops, it's all the way up there. I struck my pinky up there accidentally. Oops. This is funny, but it looks like I have a bat in the cave. But I got skincare product right there and I can't get it out. I have to get a Q-tip. Oh, well, you guys are going to have to see that for just a minute because I don't want to stop the camera, so I apologize. So this absorbs pretty nicely into the skin. I've been loving this. I would love to purchase another bottle of this, but I also want to try the Photozyme emulsion too. So I may pick that up. But the thing is this is $85. And then it is also sold at Sephora, which the Sephora sale is going to be coming up in October. But then the Photozyme is $110, and then probably with the if I get 30% off, it'd probably be cheaper than this. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted because I would like to have the DNA repair enzymes in my daytime routine other than just my sunscreen, but it just becomes too costly. So I'm trying to budget my skincare more, budget everything, not spend money mindlessly because I have been spending a lot in the past. I have been spending a lot of money lately and I just really need to taper that down and pay off some bills. So here's the Numbuzzin number 9. This is the glowy toner and this has 50 plus peptides in it. This is such a beautiful toner. I love this Numbuzzin number 9 serum. Also, another thing is I would love to try their number 5 serum, which is the glutathione and vitamin C, but it's ascorbic acid. But here's the thing with Korean skincare with their actives is that they're formulated pretty much for sensitive skin because Koreans And most Asians have very sensitive skin. And that's why those who have sensitive skin love Korean actives, because they can actually use them versus, you know, Western skincare with the actives. So I bet you that vitamin C would be really nice and gentle on my skin. Plus, I love the fact that it has glutathione in it. Love glutathione. That and superoxide dismutase. And then also hydrotericol are wonderful antioxidants for your skin. So what I like to do is I like to spend a good amount of time pressing this into my skin. And I do take it up underneath my eyes. And then if you feel like you're dry on your eyelids, you can definitely press this into your eyelids too. Okay. All right, next what I have been testing is this Beekman 1802 milkshake, which is similar to the Dalba. This is the aromatic spray serum. They also have the first serum spray too. This is the one that's for dry skin. I think I like the Dalba better. This doesn't really, this is hydrating, but I kind of feel like it might be drying out my skin a little bit too. So what I do is I go in with this, and then I spray it on just like that. They say that you can use that as a makeup setting spray, but I'm not so sure about that. So, and then I press my skin, like with the Dalba first serum spray and the aromatic serum spray. I've tried those as makeup setting sprays and they actually did not work for me. They made me way too glowy and dewy, and it didn't set my makeup. It just adds hydration in there and melts the powder, like the Patrick Star Powder Melt Setting Spray. I did get a new setting spray though that I've been testing, and it's the Pat McGrath, the new one. It's the long wear blurring one. This is so good. It gives you a really nice, pretty glow without it being too much, but it does blur out your skin too. It's not like the glass one. The glass one gives you that really glassy skin, but it's blurred. It's not enhancing your texture. So there's a time and a place for that one. So next, I'm going to go in with my Prequil half and half. And I'm going to take 2 shakes here. And put this all over. So I'm just going to spread it on first. Get a nice even layer. And then I'm going to press this. So they opened up this new restaurant in our downtown area. And it's a Spanish restaurant. It takes me back to being in Barcelona, Spain. And it's so good. They just opened it. So we're taking a couple of friends there tonight for dinner. Hopefully they like it. They've never had Spanish tapas before, so I hope they like it. But it's kind of cool because I live in a small little town here, just, you know, in the valley of the Bay Area. And the chef there is a Michelin star chef, but his Michelin stars are from restaurants in Europe, so... But his food is excellent, and they cook it sous vide, which is nice. It's healthy and has lots of flavor, and everything just comes out so tender and flavorful. All right, so that's pressed into my skin. And normally what I like to do is just wait for about a few minutes. And you can take this Prequil half and half up underneath your eyes too, especially if you have drier under eyes and dehydration. You can even take it up over your lids too. I'm not going to, because then it will make my lids too dewy. Okay, so that feels pretty good. Really, really nice. Okay, so next thing what I'm gonna do is take the rest of what's left over and put it on my hands. And then we're gonna go into my sunscreen, which is the Nuova Silk Sheer 2.0. So this is for my face. It's 4 pumps. And I just start out here, and I just got to make sure that I don't get this directly underneath my eyes, because if I do, my eyes will start watering. They'll become a faucet. I'm not for sure what foundation I'm going to wear today. This week I've been gravitating towards the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation just because it's easy and it looks so pretty on my skin. And I'm testing it, you know, a little bit longer just to see if I really like it, because when they have their sale, I might pick up another one. So just to have as a backup. But I also kind of wonder if they're going to reformulate that foundation, because they don't have all the refills available. They just only have 2 shades, so it makes me worried. So I was wondering if maybe I should pick up the nude shade. All right, so I'm gonna take another 4 pumps, and I'm going to put this on my chest. My chest will be exposed. Today, put some more on my neck. So now I did order a backup of the Prequel half and half, and as the weather gets colder, I don't know if that's going to work for my skin, but we will try it. So you can think of this as a light moisturizer to an essence, basically. Now I do get a sample of, I got 2 samples of the Rhode glazing milk, and this is really thin. It's a lot thinner compared to the Prequel half and half. I didn't like this, but I like the Prequel half and half. I also got 2 samples of the In Beauty Project Extreme Cream, and that was with my Sephora orders from ordering the horse palette, and I really like that Extreme Cream for the evening. So I'm putting that on my list to try, but I did get some more PR, which I have to share with you guys. One of them is a moisturizer, a barrier repair cream, and then I got like a neck product. I got a facial serum. I got a lot of makeup that I have to share with you guys. So, all right, and here's my skin, and let me just use this just to wipe off my fingers really quick. And then what I like to do is wipe off my lips, and then I go in with my Atour Definitive Lip Treatment. Now, I have been testing out that Lines Lip Serum in the color Cherry, and I'm not so sure if I like it. I think it might be drying out my lips, and I haven't really noticed it really plumping my lips, and I think the mint in it is drying out my lips, because I noticed that when I use that, my lips have been getting really, really dry. So yeah, that's not a good one. This one never disappoints, but I use this morning and night as a lip treatment, anti-aging lip treatment, and to naturally build the volume back in my lips. So the lines, you can use that, you know, all throughout the day, but it's supposed to do the same thing as this one, and it's a half the price. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found that it was helpful. Please let me know down below if you guys want me to do a fall glow up series. If you do, hopefully this video will go up before I go out to dinner, and you guys can let me know in the comments. But don't forget to give me a like, comment down below. If you don't want to leave a comment, please leave me an emoji of your choice. Subscribe if you are new here. I would love to have you part of our community. And all of this is for free. And it really helps my channel when you do these things, guys. So thank you so much for all your love and support. I love you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.